Okay, on this one, it's a lot like the last one. Well, a couple of ones ago that where we had the 8x inside. Everything is inside of the absolute value. So we're good there. This is non-negative, we're good there. It's pretty much the same thing. You write it down exactly as you see it in there. Negative 4x is greater than 8. That's exactly what we see in there, right? How do we get that by itself? We divide by negative 4, right? Since I divided by a negative, you know what happens. We have to flip that inequality. All right. Divided that side by negative 4, which means I have to divide this side by negative 4. And that's x. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 8 divided by negative 4 is negative 2. There's that side. This side over here, I take the opposite of everything I see in there. Well, what's the opposite? What is the opposite of negative 4x? The opposite of negative 4x is just 4x. That's an x. The opposite of 4x, negative 4x is just 4x. And that's greater than 8. All right, divide both sides by 4. That's not a negative number. Okay. That x comes down, and 8 divided by 4 is just simply 2. Can you be less than negative 2? That means to the left of negative 2 on the number line and greater than 2 to the right of 2 on the number line. No, you cannot. Therefore, this is an OR. This is an OR. Because you can be less than negative 2 or you can be bigger than 2, but you can't be both. There are no numbers between negative 2. Well, there are no numbers, you know what I mean. You can't be both of those. All right, so let's look at the next one. Okay, so here, this looks really scary, but it's not. It's not. Again, I treat the whole thing like a great big variable. I've got to get this by itself. I have to get everything inside the absolute value by itself. Well, the whole thing is in a fraction or a division problem. How do you undo division? You use multiplication. How do you get rid of a fraction? You multiply by the denominator. So I'm going to multiply this entire thing by 2. That's like 2 over 1. And you can go through all of the calculations and everything, but you know what's going to happen every time is these are going to cancel. That's why you pick 2. When you multiply by the denominator, it goes away, which gives me my absolute value of x plus 4. But if I multiply this term by 2, I have to multiply this term by 2. And what is 3 times 2? It is 6. And then this is work just like the ones that you did before. You write it down exactly as you see it in there. X plus 4 greater than 6. Treat this like an equation. That means you take 4 away from both sides. So x is greater than 2 on the left side. Over here, you take the opposite of everything you see in there. The opposite of x plus 4. And the opposite of x plus 4 is just opposite of x is negative x. The opposite of 4 is negative 4. Again, treat it like an equation. Add 4 to both sides. You're going to add 4 to both sides. So you end up with negative x is greater than, what's 6 plus 4? 6 plus 4 is 10. Remember, the shortcut is it flips the inequality and the negative jumps over because there's just a negative x on that side, and you end up with x is less than negative 10. Now, can you be bigger than 2 and smaller than negative 10? No. That's all the numbers to the left of negative 10 on the number line and all the numbers to the right of 2 on the number line. So this is also an OR. This is an OR. All right. Which one's smaller, the negative 10 or the 2? Well, the negative 10 is smaller. So x is less than negative 10. That's what it says right here. X is less than a negative 10. Or x is greater than 2. Okay. There you go. And on the next video, the last video, we're just going to tackle kind of a big one, kind of put all this stuff together for about as bad as it gets on these. And I will see you on the other side.